your relationship with money is starting to shift, and this change can finally work in your favor. Ever notice your paycheck disappears too fast? Or see friends upgrading cars, traveling, investing, while you feel stuck? That pressure isn't about income. It's about habits built under stress, not clarity. And when stress drives your decisions, even the best finance tips fail. But here's the exciting part: small, practical shifts in how you think, spend, and plan can turn stress into control, confusion into confidence, and impulses into opportunities. Stay with me. Because the first shift almost everyone ignores can change everything about how your money works, and we're starting there. You've started noticing that tiny pause before buying anything, that split second where your brain says, "Wait, do I really need this?" It's simple but powerful. That pause interrupts impulse habits and gives you control over your money. Think of it like in The Pursuit of Happiness, when Chris Gardner chooses to carefully plan his next move instead of rushing. It's all about small, intentional steps. Finance tips start here. Awareness is your first tool. Even stopping for just a moment can save hundreds over a month. Instead of grabbing that trendy gadget or designer item on a whim, you begin asking yourself, will this move me closer to financial freedom? Imagine if every small purchase became intentional. Over a year, that could be thousands saved. This isn't about being cheap, it's about mastering your personal finance habits and building discipline. One practical move is creating a 24-hour rule. When you feel the urge to spend, write down the item and revisit it the next day. Most of the time, the craving fades. It's like a plot twist in Money Heist: strategic patience wins over impulsive decisions. This simple habit rewires your brain, shifting your financial psychology from reaction to deliberate action. Another trick? Visualize your money as tiny workers building your future. Each dollar isn't just cash, it's potential. Even small purchases can either help or hurt that growth. Picture it like Breaking Bad. Without the illicit stuff, every decision compounds. Finance tips like this help you see the big picture, showing how daily choices create long-term wealth if you pause and plan. And the cool part? That pause isn't just about money, it teaches self-respect and patience in life. You start seeing how emotions drive spending, and slowly, you regain control. You're not reacting, you're choosing. And in the next step, you'll discover how shifting your inner money talk can completely change the way you treat cash, and it's easier than you think. You're starting to catch yourself when negative money thoughts pop up, like "I'll never have enough" or "I'm just bad with money." Noticing them is huge. Instead of criticizing yourself, you're observing. It's like in The Queen's Gambit, Beth Harmon pauses, studies the board, and doesn't freak out at a lost move. The same goes for personal finance. Awareness changes everything. Replacing harsh self-talk with empowering questions rewires your mindset. Instead of "Why can't I save?" you start asking, "How can I make this work for me?" That subtle shift rewires your financial psychology and habits. Even Netflix shows like Emily in Paris show characters pivoting decisions once they rethink their approach. It works in life, too. Practical step: start journaling your money thoughts every morning. Write what worries you and then flip it, turn fear into action. If you spend $5 impulsively, instead of "I'm terrible," note "I'll track it and adjust." This trains your brain to treat personal finance like a game of strategy, not punishment. Over time, even small wins compound into real wealth. Another move? Speak aloud your money goals daily. "I'm saving $200 this month," or "I'm investing in my future." Saying it reinforces belief and habit, like Tony Stark in Iron Man constantly reminding himself of his mission. Words influence action, and consistent reinforcement builds both confidence and financial education over time. And the shift is subtle but transformative. You stop fearing money and start respecting it. It's no longer a stressor, it becomes a tool. And next, you'll see how choosing needs over external pressures helps you spend in alignment with your values, not the trends screaming for your wallet. You're starting to notice when you're buying stuff just to keep up with others. That designer bag, the latest gadget, the weekend getaway, it's tempting, but now you ask, do I really need this? It's like in The Devil Wears Prada, where Andy learns to separate what she wants from what society pressures her to chase. That awareness alone changes your personal finance habits dramatically. Social pressure fades when you define your values. you start saying yes to what truly matters and no to fleeting trends. Imagine saving that $500 you would have spent on a party outfit. It could go into an investment fund instead. Finance tips like these show how shifting priorities builds long-term wealth, not short-term applause. A practical step is creating a values list. Write down the top 5 things money should serve: travel, security, education, health, experiences. Every purchase passes through this filter. Even shows like Succession hint at this. The characters obsessed with status often miss real opportunities for growth. Avoid that trap in your life. Another trick? Compare the emotional high of spending versus the long-term gain of saving. That new phone might give a rush, but investing the same amount in an S&P 500 index fund could grow 7 to 10% annually. Over a decade, that impulse could turn into tens of thousands. Discipline and needs over pressure pays exponentially. By choosing needs, you also reduce stress and guilt around money. You feel lighter, more in control, and smarter about your habits. And in the next step, you'll discover how asking better questions, one simple change, can completely rewire your daily financial decisions. You've started asking smarter questions before spending, like swapping "can I buy this" for "does this help my future?" That tiny shift rewires your brain and your financial psychology. Think of it like an inception. Instead of reacting to the dream, Cobb questions every layer, gaining control. Your money decisions work the same way when you pause and analyze. One practical approach is to make a habit of asking 3 future-focused questions every time money comes into play. Will this grow my wealth? Will this save me stress later? Does this align with my goals? Even small purchases start feeling intentional, and over time, your money habits transform into strategic moves. Another tip? Visualize your money like soldiers on a mission. Every dollar should have a purpose, and every spending decision is a command. Just like in the Hunger Games, where strategy beats impulse, planning your cash flow with better questions sets you up for long-term wins. That's how financial education meets real-life action. You'll also notice your self-discipline skyrockets. Asking better questions forces patience and slows impulsive decisions. A Netflix example: in Stranger Things, the kids don't rush blindly, they plan, evaluate risks, and succeed. Applying the same mindset to personal finance turns scattered spending into smart investing. And the results are immediate and lasting: clarity, control, and confidence over money. Each question builds a habit of thinking ahead and respecting your resources. And in the next step, you'll see why respecting small amounts of money can become the secret powerhouse behind building lasting wealth. You've started noticing that every dollar counts. No more ignoring small expenses or letting loose with "it's just a few bucks." That mindset is powerful. Tiny amounts build habits, and habits build wealth. Think of it like Forrest Gump saving his money bit by bit. Small, consistent steps lead to life-changing results. One practical tip? Track every expense, even a $1 coffee. Over a month, you'll be shocked how much sneaky spending adds up. Finance tips like this aren't about restriction, they're about awareness and respect. It's a small tweak with massive long-term impact on your personal finance journey. Another trick is the round-up method. Every purchase gets rounded up, and the extra goes straight to savings or investments. Apps like Acorns do this automatically, turning micro-respect into serious financial growth. It's like Tony Stark turning scraps into tech gold. Small pieces add up to a huge fortune. This habit also trains patience and delayed gratification. You start valuing what money can do over instant pleasure. Shows like The Queen's Gambit demonstrate this. Beth wins because she respects each small move on the chessboard. Treat every dollar like a soldier on a mission, and your wealth compounds silently. And the magic? Respecting small money makes bigger financial decisions easier. You develop discipline naturally, which strengthens your money mindset and habits. And next, you'll see how taking ownership without shame can completely transform your financial life and mindset. You've stopped blaming the system, bad luck, or your past for your financial situation. Instead, you calmly take responsibility for your choices. It's like the pursuit of happiness. Chris Gardner owns every step he takes, even the setbacks, and that mindset propels him forward. Personal finance thrives on ownership, not excuses. One practical step is to review your past spending without judgment. Look at what worked, what didn't, and what lessons you can take. Just like in Moneyball, analyzing past decisions gives you the strategy to make better moves. This strengthens your financial psychology and builds smarter money habits. Another tip? Create a responsibility mantra. Say something like, "I choose how my money works for me." Repeat it daily. Over time, this mental habit rewires your brain away from guilt or shame, turning past mistakes into growth opportunities. Even small ownership actions multiply over time. You'll also notice confidence surging. Taking ownership means no more hiding from bills or investments. You face your finances directly, which boosts control and clarity. It's like in Stranger Things, when the kids face danger head-on, they're stronger because they accept responsibility for each move. And the shift is profound. Accountability replaces shame, and calm control replaces panic. You start seeing money as a tool under your guidance, not a source of fear. And next, you'll learn how aligning your thoughts, words, and faith can create wisdom, peace, and real growth in your financial life. You're realizing that what you say about money matters just as much as what you think. Proverbs 18 verse 21 says, "The tongue has the power of life and death," and that's real. Speaking wisely about money shapes your mindset and financial psychology. Like in The Lion King, Simba's words define his kingdom, your words shape your financial kingdom. One practical move? Start speaking gratitude over your money, even small amounts. "I'm thankful for this $20 that will grow into more." Expressing positivity attracts awareness and smarter habits. Even shows like Ted Lasso highlight how mindset and language influence outcomes. Your money mindset works the same way. Another tip, align your spending with your values and faith. When your actions match your thoughts, you stop impulsive buys and start intentional investing. It's like in The Good Place, choosing good actions creates better outcomes. Personal finance isn't just numbers, it's a reflection of your inner alignment. You'll also notice peace replacing stress. Decisions feel lighter because your values, words, and faith all point in the same direction. Each choice compounds like tiny deposits into a long-term wealth account. That's the power of harmonizing thoughts, words, and financial habits. It's subtle but transformational. And the ultimate magic? You see your relationship with money transform into wisdom, growth, and calm confidence. You're not just surviving financially, you're thriving. And from here, the journey doesn't stop, the foundation is set, and now you can start exploring how to deepen this transformation in daily life. Remember how overwhelming it felt to compare yourself to others and constantly question your money choices? Now you've started pausing before spending, shifting your inner money talk, choosing needs over pressure, asking better questions, respecting every dollar, and taking ownership without shame. You're already on the path to a stronger money mindset and smarter financial habits. If you want to keep leveling up, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next tips that can transform your relationship with money. Each step you take now compounds, and staying consistent will make these strategies second nature in your daily life. And if you're ready to take things even further, check out Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. This guide shows you exactly how to create passive income streams, eliminate debt, and maintain mental clarity under financial pressure. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. With this material, you'll get practical steps for aligning your money habits with your values, making smarter investment choices, and building lasting wealth without stress. Check out the material in the pinned comment and start applying what you've learned immediately. Your journey doesn't stop here, your relationship with money is evolving, and every choice you make now shapes the life you'll live. Are you ready to fully own your financial future?